It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Orbits, sure-handed wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Orbits and the Steamers, next on Madden Football.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Steamers of Louisville and the Orlando Orbits. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, Louisville, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll. Well,
let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Cameron. It's caught to Charles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
13 yards. 1st down, Steamers.
On 1st and 10, Cameron. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. But you look at this defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Cameron. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They come up short here on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Malone gets this one to Morris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Five yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Malone. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morris. And a huge play that time. 41 yards.
It's early, but an announcer cliche word here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Malone. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Orbits will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, well, they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. they're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD, and you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now a throw here to his running back. 7 yards there and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Malone. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Malone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. There
he goes, right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steamers are an extra point away from drawing level. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Throwing on first down, Malone. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Malone. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Malone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Off play action, Malone. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Well, the Louisville offense back out now. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that flag accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Cameron. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
And now the rookie's free.
He's got a full head of steam on his horse.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Orbits are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry
to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Cameron. And it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On first down, Cameron. And his pass incomplete.
So it looks like there's still some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Charles.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start. Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steamers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, I mean, down early here in this first half, I think they felt their backs were against the wall already, so they go for it on 4th and goal, and they're able to punch it into the end zone.
And they did a nice job there, feeling like their backs were against the wall, but going ahead and hunkering down and pushing forward and getting that score. That continues to give them an opportunity.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. To throw on second down, Malone. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's still on his feet. And touchdown. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Orbits have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cameron.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Back out comes this offense now, late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, Malone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Cameron. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September. So let's get started. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Third down and 1. Looking to throw. Malone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to throw. Cameron. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball start. Offense.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards and a Louisville first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Peters. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Operating from the gun, Cameron. He finds his man complete. It's Charles. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cameron. And that is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Orlando takes back over on offense.
The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Malone.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Whitfield, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Malone.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Malone. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Malone. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down at about the 36. 47, well short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cameron. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Cameron. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Malone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dean. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
116 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Whitfield.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Back to throw. Malone. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Malone.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line as we are set to bring you the home stretch. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Orbits look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Louisville offense back out now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing to start the drive. Cameron. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Cameron. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start. Offense.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Cameron. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
False start. Offense.
That's some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play when you've got to go in your direction. Shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time and make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steamers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And this offense on third down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Malone. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 6 now.
Operating from the gun, Cameron. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Cameron. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He finds his man complete. That's Charles. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Charles. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And a Louisville 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Morris. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he hedges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with second down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Malone. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray.
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a third down. Off the play fake. Malone.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
The Louisville offense back out now. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption, you know?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cameron. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Call that a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Steamers.
Hands it off out of the gun. Down at the 25.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Cameron. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steamers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us? Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
133 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Malone got his man complete over the middle. That's Morris. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown to 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Orlando, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Louisville,
they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.